Welcome back to Success with Steven. My name is Steven Smith. On this channel, we discuss all things financial literacy. Today, we're going to discuss PenFed Credit Union and some of the secrets that you can use to get approved for high limit credit cards in 2026. PenFed, also known as Pentagon Federal Credit Union, is the third largest credit union in the United States by asset. And the other thing that sets this credit union apart from others is that anyone can join. All you need to do is apply online for PenFed membership by submitting a regular share account application as well as a share savings account and depositing a minimum of $5. Now, I have an entire video that not only walks you through this process, I also cover everything that you need to know about PenFed. So if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend that you check it out. But today we're going to break down these PenFed credit card secrets and some data points that you need to know, whether you're building, rebuilding, or you have already established your credit. This video will help you out. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The first thing we're going to discuss is the credit limits. Now, for the maximum credit limits for an individual credit card with PenFed, it's going to be $25,000. However, the combined credit limit across PenFed credit cards can be up to $50,000. Now, this means you can have multiple PenFed credit cards with individual limits that in total will add up to $50,000. So if you decided to get 4 PenFed credit cards, then you would have each limit with $12,500 if you wanted to hit the max exposure. I also wanted to provide some updated data points, which I did cover last year, but I want to make sure that it's addressed. With PenFed, you used to be able to take out 100% cash advances. So for example, if you had a limit of $20,000, you were able to take out the entire $20,000. And of course, you would have been subjected to cash advance fees. But that is no longer the case. And I'm not sure when it happened. It was somewhere between, I think, February and March of 2025. Your cash advance limit with PenFed, it's reduced to only 20% of your total available limit. So for example, if you had a limit of $20,000, you now can only take out $4,000 in cash. You also can't request a credit limit increase through the app or the website. In fact, they don't offer a way for you to self-request a credit limit at all. And that ended around like July of 2024. They do keep track of account activity to see if you're eligible for a credit limit increase. So if you do qualify for a higher credit limit, the increase will apply automatically and you will be notified via email. Now, this is as of May 2026, so I'm not saying this will not change, but as of right now, PenFed is very conservative. So here's my tip to trigger an automatic increase with your PenFed credit cards. You want to keep your Equifax FICO 9 credit score above 700. You want to make sure that you use 10% utilization at your current limit. You want to make sure that you pay your previous statement balances in full every month. You also want to update your total annual income by going to Profile and Settings, Contact Information, and then go into Income and Expenses. You can click Edit there. Now, typically after 6 to 12 months of consecutive on-time bill payments, you will be eligible for a credit limit increase. Next, we're going to break down all of the PenFed credit cards, starting with the Gold card. Now, this card can be your ticket out of debt by saving you money on interest. For example, let's say you have a $10,000 balance on a credit card with a 29.99% APR. You would be paying $1,652 in interest charges if you were simply paying $1,000 on that card for 12 months. That is very expensive. Now, with the PenFed Gold card, it's an excellent pick for those looking to pay off debt. That's a lengthy interest-free window with no annual fee. It's also possible to see whether you pre-qualify for the card on the PenFed website. Now, you'll get an idea of the odds of approval without the temporary dip in your credit score that typically occurs with a credit card application. A pre-qualification option can offer a soft yes or no regarding your likelihood of approval, but the final decision will be made once you officially apply for the card, at which point there will be a hard inquiry on your Equifax FICO 9 credit report. The balance transfer offer on the PenFed Gold Visa can provide some breathing room on interest charges, allowing you to make more progress against your debt load. It offers a 0% introductory APR for 15 months on balance transfers made in the first 90 days after account opening. After that, the APR for any unpaid balance and any new balance transfers will be a non-variable rate of 17.99%, and that's going to be the minimum. Now, referring back to our previous example, if you were to transfer that $10,000 balance to the gold card with its 15 months of 0% APR, you would save $3,301.36 if it took you 15 months to pay that balance, which would also be $666.66 per month. PenFed has an excellent calculator on the website that illustrates your potential savings, so I definitely recommend that you check that out. Keep in mind though that you can only move a balance as high as the transfer limit allows, so it might not be possible to include all of the debt. It's also important to factor in the cost of the 3% balance transfer fee that is charged on the amount transferred. So to determine whether the fee is worth it, you want to compare that cost with the amount you would otherwise pay in interest on your existing balance over time. It's not uncommon for balance transfer credit cards to lack rewards. After all, the priority with these cards is generally to pay down debt, not to incentivize more spending. So if you worry that your old credit card spending habits might repeat themselves, rewards aren't worth pursuing with this card. So when you carry the balance, the cost of interest charges will easily outstrip any rewards that you might actually earn. Now, if you're interested in earning rewards, you'll really like the next card. If you've ever considered adding a flat rate cashback card to your wallet, then PenFed offers one that has a twist. Now, the PenFed Power Cash Rewards Visa Signature Card earns either 1.5% or 2% back on all purchases, depending on your eligibility. On its own, the PenFed Power Cash Rewards Visa Signature Card earns a respectable 1.5% on all purchases, but PenFed members who are also part of the Honors Advantage program, they're eligible for an additional 0.5% back, bringing their cashback earnings rate up to 2%. To qualify for Honors Advantage and snag 2% cashback rewards on all your spending, you must have and maintain a PenFed Access America checking account or meet the military service criteria, which is active duty, reserve, honorably discharged, or retired. Now, there is no minimum or maximum amount of cash back that you're eligible to receive. You can redeem a statement credit or a deposit into the PenFed account. You can also transfer your cash back to additional financial institutions. Anytime there's an opportunity to save on existing debt, that's a good thing. And the PenFed Power Cash Rewards Visa Signature Card does double duty as both a cashback card and a potential balance transfer card. Now, it offers intro 0% APR for 12 months on balance transfers made in the first 90 days after account opening. After that, the APR for the unpaid balance and any new balance transfers will be a non-variable rate of 17.99%, and that is the minimum as of recording this video. And once again, be aware that there is a 3% balance transfer fee, so make sure the math works in your favor before moving any debt to this card. The card also features a decent sign-up bonus. You get a $100 statement credit after spending $1,500 in purchase transactions within the first 90 days of account opening. Now, these are all standard, but the next card will really step it up a notch. The PenFed Platinum Rewards Visa Signature Card earns an unlimited 5 points per dollar spent at the gas pump, and for an annual fee of $0. Now, that is among the very best rewards rate that you'll find on gas anywhere. This card also pays an unlimited 3 points per dollar on groceries, including Walmart and Target locations, which are usually excluded. It also has an unlimited 1 point per dollar on all other qualifying purchases. There are some catches though, like redemption options being limited. Cash back is not available, and point values may not be equal to other card rewards. Points are redeemable for travel, gift cards, and merchandise. When it comes to gift cards and merchandise, you can generally expect a value of about 0.85 cents per point, although you may be able to take advantage of periodic point sales where gift cards, merchandise, and hotels can be purchased with fewer points than the standard prices. When it comes to travel, you should receive somewhere around 0.87 cents per point. Now, for the sign-up bonus, there's 15,000 points after you spend $1,500 during the first 3 months of card opening, which has a value of $127.50 to right around $150, depending on what you use the points for. Now, this is a good card for everyday spending, but if you love to travel, the next card might be for you. Travel credit cards with top-notch perks are usually reserved for those willing to pay a steep annual fee, but the PenFed Pathfinder Rewards Visa Signature Card can be an exception with a $95 annual fee. Now, PenFed will waive that fee for PenFed Honors Advantage members. Even if you aren't able to dodge that fee, it's still a competitive card. You'll get valuable travel credits, benefits, and protections that does make it easier for you to travel. And you'll earn a solid rewards rate even on non-travel related spending. When it comes to ongoing rewards, the Pathfinder card will offer the best of both worlds. You'll earn an elevated rate in category bonuses, at least 3 points back on travel purchases, and potentially 4x back if you qualify. But you'll also earn a higher than normal flat rate of 1.5 points back on everything else that you buy. Now, that is unusual among tiered reward cards, which normally offer just 1 point back in non-bonus categories. Among travel purchases eligible for the highest reward rates, it'll include airfare, hotels, car rentals, cruises, tolls, bus lines, and taxis or rideshare services like Uber or Lyft. You'll get a statement credit that covers the cost of the application fee for TSA PreCheck or Global Entry, but you must use the card to pay the application fee. You'll also get a complimentary Priority Pass membership, though you generally still have to pay to enter the lounge. Now, travel assistance, car rental insurance, trip delay reimbursement, and all other protections are available as a benefit while you take a trip. There are no foreign transaction fees, and because the card runs on the Visa network, international acceptance is widespread. You'll also receive 50,000 bonus points after spending $3,000 in purchase transactions within the first 90 days of account opening. Now, this can be worth anywhere from $425 to $500. So now that we covered how you can actually get credit limit increases and get higher limits with these cards, we covered each of the features and benefits for their credit cards. Let's talk about PenFed Credit Union data points. Now, before you apply for any credit cards, I highly recommend that you actually get your credit report and take a look at where you currently stand. I recommend that you use a service like Rising. If you use Rising right now, you can actually start a trial for $1. That $1 trial will last for 7 days, and within that time frame, you get a lot of great options. So not only will you get your credit scores, but you'll also be able to do things like rent and utility reporting to actually build your credit score. You also have a dispute hub that's already built into the website and the app. So there's any derogatory information that may be holding you back, dispute that and get that information off of your credit report. Now, I'm going to put a link right here at the top and down in the description if you want to sign up for rising.com today. Now, if you are in a situation where you have bad credit, you want to start out by opening a checking and savings account with PenFed, and I recommend becoming a PenFed Honors Advantage member. You want to fund the account and also set up direct deposit. You want to leave money in there for 6 months. I would not apply for anything during that time. If you do this properly, after 6 months, you should receive some pre-approval offers. Now, that's my strategy if you have bad credit. If you have good to fair credit, here's another way that you can go about it. I still think that you need to open up a checking and savings account. However, you don't have to wait 6 months in order for you to be eligible to actually get one of their credit cards. So what I recommend that you do is try to use their soft pull pre-approval process and see what you qualify for after you fund the account. PenFed will be doing a hard pull on your FICO 9 Equifax score if you do qualify. And if you want to apply in, let's say, like 2 days, like just open the account, fund it, and then apply right away, I do believe you should have a 750 credit score or higher. I would do that, but I would also have 10% utilization, and that can apply for good or bad credit. And I would only try to have one Equifax inquiry in the last 2 years if you can help it. If you can't, then that's okay. If you had any new accounts, I may even wait until they're at least 6 months old. You can also be approved for 2 credit cards with 1 hard inquiry within 30 days. So again, I would plan this thing strategically. There's an option for bad credit. There's an option for good to fair credit, and you'll kind of know where you stand after you open the account, you fund it, hopefully with direct deposit too, and then you can see if you pre-qualify. If you do not, once again, continue using the account and wait for a pre-approval offer in an email or to be mailed to you. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you got approved for any PenFed credit cards recently, please drop that in the comments below. I would love to see your data points and start a conversation about that. If you were approved, what exactly was your credit limit? I do know in the last couple of years, we have seen PenFed Credit Union become way more conservative. So we do have to change our strategy and our approach to getting approved for their credit cards and getting credit limit increases and making sure that we can maximize that $50,000 exposure. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video, and you guys have a wonderful day.